All right, welcome in, everyone. We've got Boundary Brawl game number 1, and we have Yo versus Sitaux, seed 5 against seed 12 in the round of 16 Wandering Warriors Cup 2. Now, Sitaux has managed to get the Huns, which have looked really, really good on this map. Yo has snagged the Khmer, so we'll see what he can do with it. Maybe a fast castle, maybe like a fast feudal and the scouts or something like that. Who knows? It's Mr. Yo. Now, Yo has looked really solid in both the sets I've watched him in. I haven't watched Sato yet, so I don't know. At least I don't remember watching him. I can't recall any of his games, so I don't know if he's been particularly amazing just yet. Hello, Lexi. How's it going? So the horse is going to come out here. It's going to find a lot of these water buffalo as Sato manages to get that rhino. And the last thing you want to do in this map, because it's all visible, your opponent is lose a villager. You lose a vill here and your opponent knows it. Like, it's like a double loss. It's like you lose the villager and also let the other player know that you suck. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The score is going to get out of control here in the Dark Age for Sato as well, as he gets the exploration. We can see Yo's exploration. Like, he can see a lumber camp, which he's gone out for really, really early, all things considered. And Sato, well, he's like a little octopus. Look at the mini map. It's like a little baby octopus stretching out his tentacles to look around the map. And the exploration is insane. Already over 100 points ahead. It's going to get worse, too. Villager comes out here. And Sato is just trying to block the vill. I think that's more annoyance than anything. I mean, obviously you can't kill the villager with the horse. It's just a little annoying. I just wonder, like, what's Yo gonna do? Khmer. What is Yo gonna do with Khmer? This score lead is insane. Absolutely insane. Just look at the scouting. Scouting for Sato. Scouting for Yo. Scouting for Sato. Scouting for Yo. Scouting for Sato. Scouting for Yo. Can we see one more Sato? No. Sato about to have all the buffalo. I mean, there's one here. There's another one here. There's a few buffalo missing. There's another one here. He definitely hasn't collected them all. But he might see them soon. Oh, I can't see them. Dock now in the middle for Sato, so no secrets here. He's gone for the lumber camp before the dock, which a lot of people don't opt to do. We saw yesterday, was it Mihai or was it Tato? I can't remember which one. I think it was Mihai. He had exactly 100 wood left after making a dock and 2 fishing ships to come out and make a lumber camp. Exactly 100 wood left. He did the math. He had all the agencies on it. Texas Instruments, NASA, ESA, everyone. IBM. And Yo, we'll see just how many buffalo he has. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Yo is not going to be sneaky about the dock either. He's just going to place it down in the center. Sato can see that. Yo's just going to say, yeah, I'm making a dock. I'm going up to feudal age. And I'm not going to make any fish out of that. That is simply going to be to harass your fish. Sato still hasn't gone up, though. Sato is quite late, all things considered. It might be a fast castle attempt from him. Whether he can stay alive is a different question. Are you feeling any better since Red Bull? Yeah, it's just day to day. Honestly, at Red Bull, I felt really good. Just day to day. Oh, come on, dude. Just. Maybe warmer weather helps you. It wasn't warmer in Spain. We had a really, really warm fall. It was about the same temperature. What do Huns do post-imp? Cav archers, Hussar, Halb, Skirm, Paladin, Tarkin. There's like a bunch of shit. Alright, it's a barracks here for Sitaux. And he brings in another elephant. Mr. Yo going for a fire galley. Sitaux is at risk of being like stuck in the center here if Mr. Yo gets full control. And Yo is not hiding anything, man. He goes for the stable in the middle. Like, Yo doesn't care. Normally you want to make this stable over here so that Sitaux has some questions about what's going on.
Dave.
But Sitaux has no questions. This is fully visible to him. Loom now comes in for Sitaux. I don't believe he's going to have enough food unless he's got a lot in the arms there. Not really. I don't believe he's going to have enough food to go Castle Age. He's just going to have a slow Feudal Age and to try and defend, I suppose. Not a great opening for him with the Huns. Not great at all. I think this was kind of misjudged here from Sitaux. Oh, nice job. Baited the scout over here with the fishing ship.
48 months. Only 12 more until I get a command.
And Yo is baiting the TC fire. Oh, man. Sitaux has the spearman over here. He's got the stable over on this side. And in terms of res collected, he's still ahead. And he's got all these water buffalo to take, the elephant to take as well. Mr. Yo already starting to farm on this side. And he lost one of his scouts. So the scout pressure not really accomplishing that much. I haven't seen scouts be successful on this map. Unless someone has like a random hole in the walls around their wood line and has no spears there. Scouts is usually just a waste of time. Archer's much more consistent type of pressure. So this is a tower from Sitaux, and Mr. Yo might actually end up losing a villager here if he's not careful. He needs to block with the scouts. He's going to try. He's going to lose a vill. Can't stall out the elephant when you're on the marshland. Now he's trying to block the elephant, but apparently the elephant is phasing through the scouts. The elephant is not interested in being blocked at all, and Yo might lose another vill if he's not careful. He knows better, and he just pulls it back. Tower is now up on the TC, thereby denying these 4 farms from Mr. Yo. That's a really nice tower there from Sitaux. Controls that middle area. Keeps the berries out of reach for Mr. Yo, and takes out these 2 farms, which is sick. Now, the Giga Brain play right now from Sitaux would be to add a demo and demo these villagers as they come across. Because he sees the lack of food here for Yo. And they're going to have to leave at some point. But he's going to take a villager anyway. And start working away on this area. Sitaux has still plenty of food left over for himself. Mr. Yo at 500 food of his own. Which is alright. But it's not very consistent. Like villagers on the berries, on the hunts. It's just not great at all. Sitaux is on stone again. The horse has been walled in. And Sitaux just simply waits for these villagers to leave. Yo should douche right here. Yo should just douche. Get rid of the tower. Get rid of the TC. Fuck it. Douche him. Douche him. There's 2 towers now. Douche him. Do it. You have to protect yourself. He goes up to Castle Age instead. Or that. Or that. I can't believe Sato. Okay, Sato is now pulling the fires over. I mean, he is ready now for the villagers to come across. Mr. Yo is going to attempt to scatter just to save as many of these as he can as Sato walls in this stuff. There's a lot of vills in the center here exposed. 20 villagers from Yo. He's now coming over to chop these trees. I don't know what his long-term plan is. Just wait till Castle Age, I suppose. And then he can do something. Double siege workshop. Who knows? Scouts are still roaming. Navy is still there. Sato is just waiting. You see the scouts from Yo over on this side. Castle Age now on the way for Sato. Why Yo isn't towering? I mean, you might be thinking about a second TC in the center here. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, honestly. You get the farms set up. You just use this whole middle area for farms. You take out both towers with your TC. You never know. I don't think he'll want to do that. He's going to try and sneak all his vills away. Demo in queue. Yeah, here it comes. Dunna, 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 dunna. Yo can see that. Make a TC right here, bro. Just make one. Fuck it. Just do it. Just do it. You won't. You won't. Siege workshop. And the villagers have snuck this way. So good job from Yo. Probably go for another TC on the edge with these 4. He's sending more to accompany them. And there's the siege workshop right now. And it's a ram for Yo. And 1 knight on the center. Oh, 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 oh. Sato's getting greedy. He's looking for the perfect demo shot. He's looking for the perfect demo shot. And he might get a decent one. Or he might just kill 1 villager. Or he might not kill anything. He doesn't end up killing it. Oh my god. Dude, don't get greedy. He could have killed 3 vills. He could have killed 3 villagers. Nothing. He got super greedy. Ram pressure does not work. The farms continue to be cut off here by this tower. Great tower from Sato early. Second TC coming up now from Sato. There's the second one, obviously, from Mr. Yo. And Mr. Yo has 1 on food. Yo is struggling big time. We needed a TC here, guys. Why didn't he make a TC? Make it with like 20 vills. Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Here we go again. I mean, Sato should have just let Yo lose that build to the elephant. And then signaled it or something. Like, you good, bro? Did the demo get the scouts? I see the demo's dead now. 41 vills versus 27 seems like GG. I mean, it is Kimura, right? But 8 knights now from Sato with bloodlines with the first armor upgrade. This is a very similar situation that Tata was in yesterday. I think people should start banning out hunts on this map. They seem so good. Even with the kind of weird start for Sato where he like went feudal age a little bit slower. Didn't go for the fast castle, was kind of stuck in the middle. Even with that, it just looks like he's in such a better position. To be fair, that tower was sick, though. Really helped him out. Stalled out all the farms from Yo, which is amazing. +2 armor on the way. Monastery added in from Yo. These vills still just stuck. And there's nothing he can really do against the double tower stack either. Except maybe a TC earlier. And yeah, Sitaux is perfectly content to sit under this TC. He's stalling out half of Yo's eco. 36 vills, 1 in the queue, versus 57 with 4 in the queue. And there's nowhere else to look. It's just this. Oh, the monk is coming over, though. Just on time to save the TC, maybe? Not really. He does get a knight. He's going to lose that monk. That monk was very valuable to him. And the TC is potentially saved for the time being. Res collected, 5,000 ahead. 5,000 ahead. Yikes. This TC still stalled out. Yikes. Yo plays on for whatever reason. Light cav on the way for Sato. Yo gets another conversion, okay, but he loses the knight right away, and then these knights, well, they're going to get into the eco. Is there enough room in that There's not enough room in that TC to hide all these vills. There is not enough room in that town center to hide all of these. So Yo is still at 38 vills. He continues to play on. For whatever reason. They can hide in houses. They can hide in houses. Good point. They could have done that. And there's one guy, 2 guys in this house together. Like, is Yo just looking for like one fight win before he can resign? Like, just something? Or is he trying to stretch it out because it's the first game of the series? And he wants to tire his opponent. Is Outpost Rush justified here? I mean, it might be, honestly. The lead is a little aggressive. Yo has 4 on food. And we're speeding up. Okay. Whew. Okay. Well, that was a pretty convincing one from Sato. Not so much from Mr. Yo. The double tower in the center really caused him a lot of problems. And then he was stuck there. He had to try and get away. It was like all of his focus was on this, when it probably should have been on the outside somewhere. Also, I'm not certain about the stable in the middle. Like, when your opponent can just see that, I don't know. You're just giving them so much advance warning, right? You're Khmer, like, you could be doing anything on the outside. Why tell him? Why telegraph what you're doing for him? Khmer's a weird choice for this map. I think Khmer is pretty good on all of these maps. You just need a plan of some kind. I don't know if Yo had one. Score update. Dude, we just left the game, brother. We just left the game. Give me a second. Remembered that if you can remember fax machines, you are old. Yeah, or German. Because apparently for all the government stuff, you got to fax things to them. Like documents and stuff. That's what I've heard anyway. Or Japanese. Not true? Is it not? I've never actually faxed
Canadian
something.
dollar.
I've
I love you
received
nevertheless.
faxes, but I've never actually faxed anything. Paula, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. We use fax for everything. Yeah, medical documents, I guess. Yeah, every time I get a prescription or whatever, it's always faxed in. That is true. Remember when you used to use a scanner all the time as well? Oh, what the Whoa, Spec Dashboard is bugging, dude. Holy Spec Dashboard is bugging. Yo and Sato is way down the list.
Don't make me play Borderlands 2 again.
Still, it's a game. Thank you for the 5 months. Borderlands 2 was amazing, dude. Borderlands 2 was great. Anyway, welcome in game number 2. Yo playing as Italians, Sitaux playing as Hindustanis here, and we've got Graupel. And we've got Yo actually TCing on a stone. Wow, that is like, if it fits, I sits TC. That is just nestled, absolutely angled in there on the stone and the wood. Beautiful. Imagine he had a pond like right here too. Would have been amazing. Damn. Anyway, Graupel, start in the middle with the transport ship. You go to the outside. Looks like Sato has just found himself a wood line. Not quite as nice. And then you'll use your transport to try and find these pigs or sheep or whatever they are around the edge so that you can use them to scout. You can see there's a few more here. Yo's going to find that and gift it to Sato immediately. Or maybe not. Or maybe he will. I think Yo is ahead in amount of sheep found. Should have loaded it up. They're going to fight over this sheep too. They're going to bump over that sheep, and Sato just loads it up and moves it away. And now Yo is going to chase that transport because he wants that sheep when it unloads. Still, good scouting from both. Yo is kind of stretching out, looking for resources. Sato keeping it more consistent, more confined on this side. And Sato will be the first one to go for a dock. But Yo will follow up quite soon. Not a ton of fish in the middle, but there's enough. Also a lot of map control you get from having water control. We have seen certain people try and fish boom on these tiny little ponds. Maybe not like this pond here, right? Maybe not that one, but something like this, or like this, or like this, or like that, or maybe like this. Potentially like that. Although it hasn't proven to work yet. I haven't seen anyone win doing that. Maybe El Matador. Was it El Matador? Maybe there was someone who won doing that, but they added the docks later. Slam did? No, Slam lost doing it. Matthias lost. Or Mathieu lost doing it. And there was one other person, I think we watched the rec or at like fast forward, that had them, but I can't remember if they won. I can't even remember who it was. Anyway, there are plenty of boars around here, and Mr. Yo is going to be pulling in said boars. Sitaux is going to be pulling them in as well, and that's the importance of getting the sheep so you can scout. You don't have to use vills. And you can find all the boars you need to pull in early. So we look on Yo's POV. He's missing this one. Should be able to find it if he starts moving his sheep around, though. And he's missing this one as well. He probably won't be able to find that one. Sitau's POV. He sees that one. He sees this one. He sees this one. No, he doesn't. No vision on that whatsoever. Yo, is another one right by his TC? He does. Can't see that one. Does see this one, though. He's going out for it. Maybe this guy will, like, wander into the light. Maybe sometimes they move. Both players also setting up their transport ships behind the fishing ships so that they bump a little bit. Sato might be an absolute nerd about it and try and block this, like, manually. Mr. Yo is just going to sit there and hope that it blocks somehow. Which it's not. Okay, so Italians versus Hindustanis. Yeah, Sitau's just being... Okay, so that's what? 5 food denied already? Maybe 6? Maybe 7? Who do you like better, chat? Italians or Hindustanis? Probably Italians, right? Good Civ matchup. Hindustanis on land? I don't know. What do we do against golems? I mean, you could just make like cavalier against golems, I guess. Hussar against golems. And cannons as well, yeah. Condos? I don't think condos are that good against golems. In the late game. Sergeants are Sicilians. Not Italians, Sicilians. Alright, feudal age on the way here for Sitaux. He's got 1 mill back there. He's got a couple villagers on gold, and he's probably going to go into water pressure. I think Mr. Yo might be going fast castle. He still can't see this board, which is unfortunate. And he still doesn't have loom either. And Sitaux is still being really annoying. Barracks now for Yo. This board never wandered into the light, I guess. Never came into the light. Unfortunate. Yo still has fish available, though. He's still got sheep available, and he should be good, especially with the Italians discount to click up to the Castle Age. Sitaux? I want to see whether he goes for, like, galleys here, or does he go fire galleys? Feels like he can have a decent Castle Age time himself. I mean, even if he if he doesn't make ships, he might be able to have a fast castle. And it'll be market. It'll be blacksmith. He's not going to go for any ships. He's going to take all of his villagers off gold. So that'll give Yo more time to fish on the center. More time to potentially add in some navy of his own. And get to Castle Age himself. Three relics on Yo's side and one neutral relic. Well, this is technically on Sitau's side. And this one is as well. So we have 2 relics on Sitau's side. And then 2 on Yo's. Oh, there's a third. Okay, 3 on Yo's. That one's going to be like the last relic found, dude. Why Hindustanis here? I think they're very good. This map is a boom map. Like, this map will always go late game. And if you're thinking about good boom civs with a great late game tech tree, Hindustanis are right there. Italians is one of the few civs that they might struggle a little bit against. Their water sucks, though? Yeah, but, like, you don't need a sick, like, late imp water tech tree. They get elite cannon galleon. They get galleon with bracer. It should be enough. Like, it basically, navy is good later, but land pressure is where it's at on this one. Because you can always get your economy to the point where you're going to have a good land comp. So Mr. Yo has transported a villager to the center, and he's going to go for a dock in the middle here. He's got more ships coming out. Sato opted for the fast castle instead of the fast water pressure. And therefore, he was a little bit later with the fire ships. And Mr. Yo actually has an equal amount, actually more fire galleys on the pond right now. And Sato tries to block this transport, thereby stranding this man on the center. He is now stuck on the island. Shirtless, in the Arctic, on an island. Ooh, cav archers. Okay, Italian cav archers. The man is now dead. At least he died. He didn't die from exposure. He died from burning. Right? He was warm. Yeah, exactly. He asked for a fire, and they gave him a fire. Are all civs CA civs? They always have been. Sato going for the 4TC boom. There's plenty of shorefish to take. Villagers are cheaper as well, and we'll see what kind of damage Yo can actually do with these cav archers. Sato missed the house wall. Mr. Yo is in on the wood line. Sato's going to have to delete that house he just made. He's trying to make another one. Now he's trying to trap these in. I mean, that's a little too ambitious, right? 2 villagers already dead. Three. Make it 4. Sato struggling. 31 vills for Yo, 32 for Sato, and Yo goes for that 3rd TC over here. He still has the fish in the center. Did lose a dude over on this side, but the cav archers so far have done some quite good damage. I don't think Sato was expecting the cav archer follow-up so quickly. He doesn't even need Bodkin Arrow, right? Fletching seems to be working just fine. You put that food into more villagers, maybe. Have CA been on the rise since Red Bull 3? I mean, that was a long time ago. There's been peaks and valleys for sure, but CA, I think CA, Red Bull 3 kind of opened people's eyes to the possibility of cav archers with more than like the typical 3 or 4 civs we used to see them with. And then when the Persians got that bonus where they got gold from killing villagers with their cavalry units, even though that bonus was taken away, so many people started playing CA with Persians. And then they realized it was good. And after that bonus got taken away, they still kept playing CA with Persians. And then they started playing CA with other civs as well. And now it's just kind of seen as like, you don't have to mass them long term. But it's a very nice unit to just have on the field to control. And this is a Yo push right here. He's got 3 TCs behind. And he's got the forward siege workshop here with a few units just kind of picking away. He's going to hold all of Sitau's attention at his own economy. So Yo's economy is going to be completely secure. And he can feel 100% safe in just slowly expanding that as Sitaux has to deal with all this stuff forward. Which civ has the worst CA that actually has access to CA? Probably like Teutons. No husbandry is disgusting. No bracer is also disgusting. He doesn't know that Sitaux has 4 TCs. I mean, it doesn't really matter that Sitaux has 4 TCs, does it? He's got to assume there's another TC back here somewhere at least, if not 2. Celts have no bloodlines and no bracer, right? So Teutons just have bloodlines advantage over them, but they don't have husbandry. No husbandry is awful. Alright, Sitaux kind of running out of fish, so he's going to have to start adding in the farms. Yo actually managed to sneak in heavy plow there, which is interesting because he has so much fish. Not even a ton of farms, but he's just floating a lot of res. And there's the castle from Sitaux. Yo is going to see that. He's still working away on this TC. Now he has to be worried about potential ghoulims coming out here. 63 villagers against 74. Sorry, 62 vills from Mr. Yo. 1 monk dead. 2 monks dead. And still loses a mangonel. That's an annoying one for sure. He was busy over on the other side trying to get this castle up. Lost that mangonel. Mr. Yo now has to be careful. Because Sitaux is doing the right thing. He's putting outposts up here. Yo probably should have done that when he had map control. And he didn't have to worry about ghoulims coming forward. Just to get a little bit of advanced scouting information. You can see he's coming out here for this relic now. He's already got 2 of them. Gonna grab a 3rd. Still, he has to keep himself safe somehow. The question is how, right? He might just keep himself safe by keeping all of Sitau's attention over here, but if Sitaux ever comes for a counter raid with those ghoulims, it might be a problem. Has Yo seen the corner relic? He has. Knights are now here for Mr. Yo. They're coming in for that mangonel. Cav archers are in here. Still no bodkin arrow. He doesn't feel like he needs it. And he'll snipe another monk and drive Sitaux off of the gold. Where are the ghoulims? The ghoulims are coming forward. Against 4 ghoulims with the first armor upgrade, I mean, Yo should be fairly secure. And he's going to get a conversion on this one too if Sitaux isn't careful. Actually ends up deleting that. TC goes down. Squire's on the way for Sitaux. He's housed. The pressure from Yo is working. Pressure from Yo is working. Is there like a relic coming back or something? Like, there was one over here for Sitaux, wasn't there? Both scorpions go down. Villagers dying on this side. Oh, yo, come on, man. They're right within range. Yo, just, yo, they're right here. Yo, they're, hello? It's a big shot, brother. It's a big shot. It's a huge fucking shot, dude. Take the shot. Sitaux, what are we baiting him? Like, what on earth? Okay. Cool. 4th TC for Mr. Yo. Maybe that's what he was focused on all along. He finally takes the shot. Knights come in for the mangonel. This pressure is overwhelming. Sitaux is losing focus here. It's hard. He's got 107 villagers, but now they're dying underneath this town center. Oh, God. And these mangonels now have 17 villager kills. Golems coming in. Knights are there. They should be able to deal with those golems perfectly fine. Golems stack up against knights really poorly. And now Sitaux is desperately trying to buy himself another castle. He was at 107 villagers. He's at 102 now. Mr. Yo is fully caught up to him, and Mr. Yo is going for a forward castle of his own. Unrelenting pressure here from Yo. Farms are now cut off. These villagers are now cut off. That tower's not going to protect him for long. Sitaux just trying to expand out this way. Still no bodkin for the CA, but he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. And if I know Mr. Yo, he's going to look for another forward castle somewhere. Let's look at his POV. Where can he put... Yep. I think like over here is probably better somewhere, though. That one was a little reactionary. I mean, there's not too much to cut off here anymore, but you can secure the stone potentially. And he can go up to Imp, which he's doing right now. Sitaux, forever away from Imp. Forever away. He's going to keep expanding this way. Yo is going to go for a castle over here. We'll notice the knight immediately, so he can send that knight back to explore potentially, or keep himself safe at home. And this castle should go up on time. 70% when the golems engage. 80%. He's sending more vills. 85, 87, 89. Yeah, that's going up. Finally, some villager kills for Sitaux, but I mean, look at his base. It is a war zone. Half of his economy is cut off. Mr. Yo goes for the mill to try and steal the farms, but he might actually end up going to the fish instead. Couple villagers take the farms. Okay. Nice. Beautiful. GG on Imp? Probably. Huge lead now for Yo. Once he gets to Imp, he could go for Trebs, right? He could go for cannon galleons along this side. He also added in the fish traps in the center, which is great. And Sitaux will lose the castles. And once you lose the castles, that's like your only protection. Gone. Suddenly your entire economy is open. This entire side of the eco, there's nowhere to hide. 76 vills, like not even near a TC. Kind of feels like that 4th TC from Sitaux is just one TC too many. Maybe if he had the res, maybe some walls on this side, right? Some outposts, knowing that this stuff was coming forward. Really good job from Yo, though. to add in the cav archers just to gain that forward position and send the villager forward for a siege push. Easy. Nice job from Yo. Two pretty convincing games. Not even close on either of them. He felt behind, to be honest. The 4th TC does not change how much damage the CA did. The 4th TC gives him more wood to go for some more counter army. Jordan is playing AoE right now. Everyone drink every single time someone mentions Jordan streaming. We're already sloshed. Why does everyone ban pizza? Because it's unpredictable. They don't want to mess with it. Sounds like a perfect map for an underdog. Exactly. That's why it's banned out. Okay. Minute left. We're going on to Stranded. Georgians here on Stranded. I don't think I've seen Georgians played on Stranded. They're usually banned out in some sense. Very interesting. I've seen a lot of civs on this map, but Georgians is not one of them. Dave, who is your favorite Canadian artist? Canadian artist? Like, are we talking like musician? Wow, this is epic. What are your thoughts on bot? Are we talking like are bands included? As like an art, like if there's 5 people in the band, do they all count as a single artist? Are you Googling Canadian artists? No, I'm trying to define what an artist is. Joni Mitchell is the right yeah, okay. I mean, if we're talking about like bands, probably The Hip is my favorite. If we're talking about just like solo acts, like solo Canadian artists, I'm a big Gordon Lightfoot fan. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. I like Stan Rogers. I like Gordon Lightfoot. I like some of that pristine, fucking 100% pure Canadiana, dude. Straight into my veins. Just inject me. Okay. Sitaux playing as the Romans. He's going to wait to build this house with all 3 villas. Remember, you're at 4 populations, so you got to build it quick once the TC is up, and he's TC'd a wood line, not a wood and a gold. A lot of times they can't see the wood and the gold, so they just go for the wood immediately, although it's super valuable to have it on both resources. Yo has the villager already fishing away, which means his TC is going to be a little bit slower than Sitau's, but Sitaux is going to be, what, slightly housed here? Maybe with Roman build speed, he's not slightly housed? Has he done the math? Oh my god! Oh my fucking god, dude. Did the math. With a normal villager, you're housed there for about 2 seconds. Unbelievable. Someone's been in the lab. Exactly. Someone has been in the lab doing the math. Mule cart is coming forward and scouting. This is nice, I guess, right? I mean, Yo won't need that mule cart for a while. He's got the TC on the wood. You can get a little bit of extra scouting information. You get the mule cart for free as the Georgians. I mean, this is nice. You can't find the oxen or anything like that, but you can figure out where they are. Great Lakes, U.S. states appreciate Gordon Lightfoot as well. Do you also appreciate Stan Rogers? Other than First Christmas. First Christmas might be the most depressing song I've ever heard in my entire life. First Christmas makes me want to have a last Christmas. You know what I mean? The seeds are the original seeds, right? Not the seed from the remaining players? I don't know. Probably. White Squall is just about as depressing. I mean, there's a few. These mules are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these mules are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, boys? Start walking. Who sings that? Is that like Dolly Parton or something? Who sings that? Nancy Sinatra. Any relation to Frank? Probably, right? Yes? Was it his child? His daughter. Okay. Surprised he isn't using the mule cart for hunt? Well, you have all the hunt under your TC. And you've got the wood under your TC. So I think you use the mule cart for the gold, right? Like, there's not a lot of, I don't know if there's any deer. Okay, there is some deer here. But there's not a lot near your base, and you know where all the elephants and the rhino are. You can just pull them in. Then Jessica Simpson did a cover in 2005. Yeah, well, I'm not talking about Jessica Simpson. Naming your child Nancy should count as a what? Dude, there's been great Nancy Grace, Nancy Drew. You know, you're right. You're actually, you know what? You're right. Nancy Reagan. You're right, dude. You're right. You got me. Nancy Pelosi. Oh, God, it gets worse. You're right, dude. You got me. You got me, bro. You got me. I still think Nancy Grace is the worst one. That woman is evil. That woman is legitimately evil. You can see it. All right. Barracks coming up here from Yo. 1 minute away from feudal age, and Yo is just going to go for that pressure on the land. Now, Yo doesn't have looms, so he might run into these Komodo dragons or the tigers. I mean, there's a Komodo, there's 2 tigers here. Yo could have some problems. He's already lost villagers to wildlife in this set in game number 1. What has she done? You just profited off the misery of others. Made up stories about people that severely harm their livelihood based on conjecture. She the anti-vaccine? I haven't seen anything from her in like 10 years. I only know this stuff before that, so I don't probably, but I don't know. All right. Another dock over here for Mr. Yo. And he's not going for fire galleys, so he's just expanding his fishing a little bit. Might add fire galleys a little bit later. He's going to run into another tiger. But he does have loom this time around, so those villagers are going to be able to kill that. And the scouts are coming out. The scouts are coming out on this side. I don't really enjoy scouts on this map, though. Even with Georgians, where they can heal. It's just way too easy to defend against them. I think archers are far more consistent. However, Mr. Yo is going to be putting most of his wood and gold into the navy. He will be adding an archer range forward. And he is going to add in archers with the scouts. He spotted the gold from Sitaux, and he wasn't spotted himself. So Sitaux has no idea what's going on. He will see the stable, though. And he goes for an archer range here. Let's see if he can spot this forward range from Mr. Yo. The scouts are coming in. Might be able to deny this range. They will. Sitaux will go for the quick walls. And now Sitaux will see the archer range here from Yo. And he's going to be putting up his own. Only with one villager building, though. So not a ton of urgency on that. Tower going up from Sitaux. Mr. Yo, well, he's managed to keep his fish safe for that amount of time anyway. And making some more fire galleys. Did take a lot of damage on this one, so he'll need to repair it. And he's managed to deny the tower. What? Wow. Sato was not building that as quickly as I thought he might be. He might get this up at the end of the day. Sending more villagers forward for it. Still, really nice villager snipe there from Yo. Good tower denial for the first little part of that. And Sato is kind of under pressure again. A lot of the times... Oh, that's a beautiful tower. If it can't be ranged. And I don't think it can. That tower will still cut off this side of the gold. Really, really nice. A lot of the times, even if you lose water on this map, you end up winning the game as we see the 1-for-1. Unfortunate trade for Sato. Pretty good trade for Mr. Yo, though. Like, land aggression wins this map. Even if your opponent has full access to water. Mixmaster, thank you for the prime. Playing in the community tourney on Monday, should I start practicing the maps or will it be enough to have watched the pros play? I think it'd be more fun if you just watch the pros play. Maybe have a few set strats or something, but don't go overboard. It's just a fun tournament, right? Just remember that all of your Civ plans will go to shit as soon as the draft is in front of you. All it takes is one unexpected ban and suddenly you're, you know... Amazing ace in the hole strategy. Dark horse, underdog. Can't be beaten strategy is unavailable. So, Sato has to stretch out for a different goal. He is on stone, though, somewhere. He's on stone back here, so he might be able to get another tower on this side. And he's got the skirms. He's got the spears. He's going to be pushing this stuff away. Good defense so far from Mr. Yo. He's not from Sato. He's not under-investing against this. But still, Mr. Yo hasn't really lost that many units. And he's still forcing Sato to defend on like 3 different areas. Good quick walls there. Sato saves the Vil, snipes the archer. Brings the scouts back into his spearman. Yo needs to run away. He's managed to kill this tower, though. And he could potentially, like, Yo could potentially stonewall this gold. Like, just lame this gold. That might not be the worst idea in the world. The scouts are back over here. Oh, boy. Sato tried to go for another tower with the stone he collected. Loses another villager, losing a few spearmen, and has to be really, really careful about his spearman numbers. If he runs out of spearmen, those scouts can jump all over the skirms, and then he's dead. Resources collected. Sato is still 500 res collected ahead. Part of that is fishing ships, which Yo might be able to deal with. And part of it is just being Romans. He's going to lose some fish. That hurts. That really hurts. Resources looking solid for both. To click up to Castle Age shortly. And Sato will see this army coming in, but he doesn't react on time. He does not react on time. Oh my goodness. He saw all of that happening. He was even shifting his skirmishers back over to deal with that. He had full vision from the outpost here. Like, he could see this army coming in from a long way away. But I think he was busy with, like, the Navy or something like that. Maybe pulling these fish away on this side. He's only got 4 fish left. And he will click up to Castle Age, but he's going to be minus 10 eco units. 38 vils for Yo 5 fishing ships. 35 vils for Sato, 4 fishing ships. Fun fact, Romans and imps should be Italy. So you think they should just go and be Italian once they're an imp? And then what, like, when the imp sound comes in instead of a normal technology, like a normal age up sound, it just goes, hey! No? Is that too far? And again, no urgency here for Sato. That's the second stable, I suppose. Trying not to lose villagers. Trying to keep his gold access. It's not easy. Yo is just picking away at the sides. Always picking away. And there's a forward stable for Mr. Yo. Does have some villagers on stone, so might be considering dropping a second TC. Did Sato drop, or is he mentally on a smoke break? I think he's defended this pretty well. I think a lot of other people would have died. Like, he's in Castle Age before Yo. He's going to go for a TC in the center, so that Yo will have a tough time pushing down from this side. Gold access is still a little tricky for Sato. And he's got the knights now. So he's just trying to take out some archers. Knights should come in, clear these scouts. Spearmen should help as well. And the army number for Mr. Yo is pretty low, but he gets himself a pretty good trade as the monastery now goes up for Sato. Second TC now for Mr. Yo on this side. Cav archer coming out. Monastery, or sorry, fortified church on the way. And a few knights on the field as well. Do they go for war galley is the question. Or do they just, like, are they just content with 4 fishing ships for both of them? Four fish for both. We are giving away a tablet, Galaxy tablet. You could be a tablet watcher. That's right. Or you could just not pay attention to what we're giving away and just enter to try and win a giveaway. Exclamation mark giveaway. If you're following the stream, you automatically get an entry. Same with T90 stream. If you're subbed here, you get 10. It's free. I prefer Neopet Watcher. How does one... No, Neopet is not a mode of viewing things. That was a really unfortunate lack of a convert. Oh my god, Sato didn't get either of those. What? And he just calls the G. I don't blame him. I don't blame him, dude. He didn't get either of those conversions? What on earth was that? Yo did not have devotion there. Sitaux, if he had converted the knight, might have been able to hold on, but he was going to lose Vils here. He didn't quite kill all of Yo's fish. He got kicked off the goal. He did a good enough job defending, but it wasn't enough to get himself the win and put himself in a good position. That was a really nice win there from Mr. Yo. I think the more we see this map, man, like it used to be just water pressure that people would focus on, but the land is so important here. So important, to the point where you can just almost ignore the water, make like a couple fires, and your opponent won't be able to make a serious amount of navy because they're so busy with you in this area. Damn, dude. Brutal. Dave, do you watch T90's TikTok? Oh, all the time, dude. All the time. I be browsing that TikTok feed, and I see, oh, good, it's my favorite Age of Empires 2 content creator. Does he dance? I don't think so. Okay. Houseboat. Houseboat. We have Sitaux playing as the Chinese. And we were talking about this the other day, me and T90, when we were co-casting. The vision on this TC, be prepared. I think it's perfect for houseboat. I think it just reaches the shorelines. Yeah. Like the vision on a Chinese TC is insane, dude. Absolutely insane. Anyway, you don't start with any food here as Chinese. So you're going to need to start gathering in the box turtles as quickly as possible to get yourself a working town center with villagers popping out of it. And then you'll start transporting them out really, really quickly and going for that lumber camp just like Sato has done. Meanwhile, on the other side, Yo is playing as the Portuguese. Portuguese are going to be really nice on a houseboat. More HP on their ships is super great. As Yo now loses some of those water buffalo to Sato, unfortunately. And this map usually revolves around trying to control your opponent's pond. Trying to stop them. So, having extra HP on your ships, nice. Good. If I win, can I sell the tablet to buy a blend? Sure. I have 16 entries. What are my odds? 16 times better than a person who only has 1 entry. Now you sounded like Nilly 100%. Sure, that was a little bit of a Nilly-ism, wasn't it? 9 more questions. My favorite is when he's like, 10 questions, just 10 questions. And then someone asks, does this count as a question? And he's like, yes. 9 more questions. Are you the best baldy in the world after Johnny Sins? I don't know. I miss Nilly poker streams. I do too. Great content. All right. Dock forward here from Mr. Yo. I love the dock forward. Absolutely love the dock forward. You start fishing from this. You're not taking away from the fish in the center. Then if you want to send the villagers forward, you can. If your opponent comes to try and dock your pawn, you can disrupt them. I don't agree with the dock back as the first dock, but you know what? Who am I? Wait, Jordan is streaming. Everyone drink. Why isn't Water Nomad in the map pool? Because Water Nomad is horrendous. It can be fun, but when it's played at a high level, it is anti-fun. They'll just go mass galleys. They won't respect the idea of just making demos to blow things up. They would just simply go mass galleys. It is anti-fun. So is Houseboat. Houseboat is not anti-fun. G-Man. Thanks, G-Man. That is a really old meme. The thanks, G-Man. That is a super old meme. Oh my god. That is a meme that like most people don't even know exists. Alright, Loom is in for Yo. Let's see if he can click up soon. Should be able to. Feudal Age is already in for Sitaux. You can see the Chinese diff right there. Res collected, 135 ahead.
You should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I pull a surprise visit. She was like, oh!
Let's go Tatito.
Hands. Sneaky deaky little villagers over here. Sneaky little villagers on this side from Sitaux. And this is going to be a forward dock right here. Let's see if Yo can see that. No. Sneaky little forward villagers with Feudal Age coming in quickly. Now Yo is checking. He's like, hang on a second. Where is the dock? I'm going to block it. I know his villagers are coming forward. I'm going, fuck! He found it. Found the dock. It's not good. It's not good at all. Now, the only good thing here for Yo is that Sato Zico cannot keep up with this production. He's got 2 on gold. Yo could see when he was building the mining camp with 2 villagers, so he knows that there's very limited villagers on gold. And Yo is going to be in a much better position to sustain naval production. And Yo is also going for another forward dock over here, which Sitaux will see because he sees everything with that Chinese TC. Sees absolutely everything. There's nothing he can do about it. I think we might have Yo controlling both of these pawns by the end of Feudal Age. Like, Sato is not going to be able to protect his fish at all. He's not going to be able to keep this transport alive, to keep the TC running. He was just up way too fast to Feudal Age. He's going to get a little bit of damage against these fish from Mr. Yo. But Yo is already producing 3 fire galleys. Second knock here from
Fuck you
Sitaux.
all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Haven't been here for some weeks. Hope everything is going well.
No,
Is
Nordal.
the wrist still an issue? Glad to see WWC back.
Oh, the wrist was so
Let's
long
go.
ago, dude.
Dave Rob.
The wrist was so long ago. Other health issues have forced me to forget about the wrist. Thank you for the 17. Yo needs to run with this transport ship. Now he needs to repair with this transport ship. Hopefully he doesn't pull an ACCM and accidentally hop into the transport ship He doesn't. He just loses it. Scout over here, 1 HP. How many times on this map have we seen something like this? Good. Yo manages to snipe that. Demolition raft on the way for Yo. Fire versus fire, and Sitaux actually manages to win that one against a Portuguese fire galley. Dang. You consider balding a health issue or a superpower? It's definitely not a superpower. Like, I can't, like, join a team or something. Yeah, both players have lost their transport. Now, Yo actually has resources here. 1 water buffalo with a bit of food, so he can gather. Sitaux does not. And Sitaux is going to have to make another transport ship. Balding is a blessing. I wish to never have to shave your head again. You still have to shave your head, dude. You don't go bald everywhere, brother. You don't go bald everywhere. You just go bald at the inconvenient spot on the top. You still have to do the stuff on the sides, dude. The fish are still alive. Sato did not manage to kill a singular fishing ship. He did kill the transport, though. So Yo will need to go for another one. As Yo comes in with a big demo, that's a nice one. That's a great demo. Now you go for transport. Now you queue up a transport. Now you bring these citizens home. Where do you have hair then? Everywhere but the top of my head, literally. Oh my god, he lost 3 villagers to a fight. Oh! He lost 3 over here. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Transport now coming up for both players. Mr. Yo was not paying attention to the forward. Sitaux is behind on res collected because of the fishing ships and the fact that he had some idle vills as well mixed in there. We see Mr. Yo transporting all these vills across. He's going to have 10 more working vills. Oh, the eco is going to go insane. On the ass, too? Of course, dude. Who doesn't have hair on their... What? Are you 12? A demo on that gold mine, you can't reach the gold mine. Demo would never be able to reach that. The palms of your hand? Actually, I don't have hair on the palms of my hand. No. Or the bottom of my feet. Or my forehead. Other than my eyebrows. Oh, a demo here would have been crazy, though. And Yo is on the way to Castle Age. Sitaux, still not really close. He's got 800 gold. My man needs a market. My guy needs a market for sure. He managed to kill another fishing ship. As Mr. Yo tries to save his demo and keep this fire alive to take that out. Mr. Yo? Don't get greedy now. Just kill it. Thank you. Actually, you do have hair on your forehead? Yeah, but like, when we're talking about hair, we're not talking about just fuzz. Like, I can feel the fuzz, actually. It's true. Wait, how did Sitaux get 12 ahead? Because Yo's going up to Castle Age. And Yo had 2 minutes and 44 seconds of idle TC time. Sitaux just needs to get up to Castle somehow. He's going for the mills. He's going for more farms. Still doesn't want to add a ridiculous amount of fish because of this stuff still here. And honestly, if he's not careful, he might lose this TC before he gets up to Castle Age. If Yo is able to take back water control really early, he could potentially take out that TC as well. Who is ahead here? Mr. Yo, 100%. 100% Yo. What is that map, bro? It's Houseboat. Welcome. Okay, War Galley is in now. Yo will pop out. Start doing some serious damage over here. And Sato needs to really consider where he's going to go up to Castle Age. You might need to just build in that. You might need to just cut your losses. That's a big demo. I think you just delete this thing, dude. Put it on the outside somewhere. I don't know. I guess he will have some villagers here to potentially repair. As we see caravels on the way out. Caravels from Mr. Yo. Portuguese unique ship. Probably one of the unique units we see the least. They look pretty cool. And they're the Scorpion of the Sea. This is not a great use of them so far, though. Really underwhelming. Yo, still trying to fight back here. Sato has kept up the feudal pressure as much as he can. He's trying his best. Transport ship goes down, so the TC is effectively idled here. Sato is still only 6 on food. And Yo will go for a castle with 2 What? He's going for a castle on the water of Sitaux with 2 villagers. Sitaux is building another tower in the center to help him control this somewhat. Still doesn't have a transport ship to bring the villagers across. He's still repairing this, so he's done a great job keeping Yo from, you know, booming behind. But that castle is going to be an issue. And Sitaux can see the castle, and Sitaux just calls it GG. Mr. Yo winning 3 in a row. Sitaux looking at times like he lacked a little bit of a plan on some of these maps. The fast feudal on this one was just too early. He didn't have the resources at all to seriously do damage to Yo. He could barely attack, let alone defend himself. Good job for Mr. Yo to come forward with a couple docks. And Sitaux is out of Wandering Warriors Cup 2. Yo moves on, unsurprisingly. We had him as one of the favorites coming in. What is seeding based on? ATP. Adjusted Tournament Points. So that is it for that set. No fantastic games there, really.